My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be sharing and explaining 50 important practical Viva questions with answers for theory and practice of GST, one by one, to help you prepare for your GST practical Viva exam. Let's begin with the first important Viva question. First important Viva question from Unit 1, Introduction to GST. 1. What is GST? Answer. GST, Goods and Services Tax, is a unified tax on the supply of goods and services, replacing multiple indirect taxes like VAT, excise, and service tax. Next question. 2. What taxes are subsumed under GST? Answer. Taxes like VAT, Central Excise Duty, Service Tax, CST, and others are subsumed under GST. Next question. 3. How is GST determined? Answer. GST is determined as a percentage of the sale price of goods or services. For example, if an item costs 100 rupees and GST is 18%, the total price will be 118 rupees. Next question. 4. What is the process of GST registration? Answer. GST registration can be done online through the GST portal. You need to submit documents like PAN, Aadhaar, and proof of business. Next question. 5. What is the cancellation of GST registration? Answer. GST registration can be cancelled if the business is no longer required to collect or pay taxes, or if the business is discontinued. Next question. 6. What is the renovation of GST registration? Answer. If you need to update any details, like address or business type, you can renew or modify your GST registration by submitting updated information. Next question. 7. What is the difference between goods and services under GST? Answer. Goods are physical products, while services are intangible activities, such as consultancy or education. Next question. 8. What is the meaning of supply under GST? Answer. Supply refers to the sale, transfer, or exchange of goods or services for a consideration. Next question. 9. What is input tax credit, ITC? Answer. ITC allows businesses to claim credit for the tax paid on inputs used for making taxable supplies. For example, if you paid 1,800 rupees GST on purchasing goods worth 10,000 rupees, you can use this 1,800 rupee to reduce your tax payable. Next question. 10. What is a tax invoice? Answer. A tax invoice is a document issued when goods or services are sold, showing the amount of GST charged. Example, a seller issues an invoice for 10,000 rupee worth of goods with 18% GST, 1,800 rupees. Next question. 11. What is a bill of supply? Answer. A bill of supply is issued when no GST is charged on goods or services, like exempt items. Next question. 12. What is the role of credit and debit notes? Answer. Credit notes reduce the taxable value when goods are returned, while debit notes increase the taxable value when there is an error in invoicing. Next question. 13. What is the transportation of goods without an invoice? Answer. Transporting goods without an invoice is illegal and must be corrected by issuing an invoice for the goods in transit. Next question. 14. What is GST return? Answer. A GST return is a document that businesses file periodically to report sales, purchases, and taxes collected paid. Next question. 15. How is GST paid? Answer. GST is paid online through the GST portal, either via net banking, debit credit cards, or other methods like NEFT RTGS. Next question. Unit 2, Getting started with GST. 16. What is an intrastate supply of goods? Answer. Intrastate supply refers to the sale of goods within the same state. For example, a shop in Mumbai selling goods to a customer in Mumbai is an intrastate supply. Next question. 17. What is interstate supply of goods? Answer. Interstate supply refers to the sale of goods between different states. For example, a business in Delhi selling goods to a business in Bangalore is an interstate supply. Next question. 18. How is GST calculated for intrastate supply? Answer. For intrastate supply, GST is split into two parts, CGST, Central GST, and SGST, State GST. For example, if the GST rate is 18%, 9% is CGST and 9% is SGST. Next question. 19. How is GST applied to purchase returns? Answer. If goods are returned, GST paid on the original purchase is reversed. A credit note is issued to adjust the tax. Next question. 20. What does inclusive of tax mean in a sale? Answer. When the price of goods or services includes GST, the total amount shown includes the tax amount. For example, a product priced at 118 rupees, inclusive of 18% GST, means 100 rupees is the base price and 18 rupees is the GST. Next question. 21. How are tax rates defined at the master and transaction levels? Answer. At the master level, tax rates are defined for a group of items or services. At the transaction level, tax rates are defined for specific sales purchases. Next question. 22. What is the hierarchy for applying tax rate details? Answer. The hierarchy is as follows: transaction level, stock group level, master level. Next question. 23. What are the different types of GST reports? Answer. GST reports track sales, purchases, and tax liabilities and include reports like GSTR 1 Sales, GSTR 3B Summary, and GSTR 9 Annual Return. Next question. 24. How do you transfer ITC to GST? Answer. If migrating from old tax systems, like VAT, ITC can be transferred by updating the details in the GST portal using the ITC transfer form. Next question. Unit 3. Recording advanced entries, GST adjustment, and return filing. 25. How are purchases from a composition dealer recorded? Answer. Purchases from a composition dealer are recorded at a reduced rate of tax since the dealer is paying GST at a fixed rate. Next question. 26. What are the accounting entries for exports under GST? Answer. Exports are zero-rated under GST, meaning no tax is charged. The business can claim a refund for the tax paid on inputs. Next question. 27. What is the treatment of exempted goods? Answer. No GST is charged on exempted goods. However, input tax credit on inputs used for manufacturing exempt goods is not allowed. Next question. 28. What are mixed and composite supplies under GST? Answer. Mixed supply refers to different goods or services sold together for one price. Composite supply involves related goods or services, where one is the primary item and others are secondary. Next question. 29. How are GST payments made? Answer. GST payments are made using a challan and can be paid online through the GST portal using various modes like internet banking, debit credit cards, or NEFT. Next question. 30. What is a GST challan reconciliation? Answer. Challan reconciliation ensures that the tax payments made through challans are accurately recorded in the GST returns. Next question. 31. What is the timeline for GST payment? Answer. GST payments must be made before filing GST returns, typically by the 20th of the following month for monthly filers. Next question. 32. How do you export a GSTR report in ERP? Answer. In ERP systems, GST reports like GSTR 1 or GSTR 3B can be exported as CSV or PDF files and uploaded to the GST portal. Next question. Unit 4. Getting started with GST services. 33. What is the place of supply for services? Answer. The place of supply of services is determined by the nature of the service. For example, for hotel accommodation, the place of supply is the location of the hotel. Next question. 34. How do you handle input tax credit for services? Answer. Input tax credit for services can be claimed if the service is used for business purposes. For example, if you paid GST on a consultancy service used for business, you can claim ITC. Next question. 35. What is the difference between intrastate and interstate supply of services? Answer. Intrastate supply of services occurs within the same state, while interstate supply of services occurs between two different states, attracting IGST. Next question. 36. What are exempt services under GST? Answer. Exempt services include services like healthcare, education, and certain financial services that are not subject to GST. Next question. 37. What is the role of tax rates in services? Answer. GST rates for services are defined at both the master and transaction levels. For example, a 18% GST rate may apply to certain professional services. Next question. 38. What happens in case of cancellation of services? Answer. If services are cancelled, GST can be adjusted by issuing a credit note. Next question. Unit V. Recording advanced entries and migration to ERP. 39. How are multiple services accounted for in a single supply? Answer. When multiple services are provided together as a single package, the tax rate for the main service is applied and others are considered as ancillary services. Next question. 40. What is the treatment of advance receipts under GST? Answer. GST is paid on advance receipts when the advance is received, and a tax invoice is issued when the service is rendered or goods delivered. Next question. 41. How is GST set off in ERP systems? Answer. ERP systems automatically apply ITC to reduce the GST liability. The system tracks input and output tax and adjusts them accordingly. Next question. 42. How do you handle partial payments to suppliers in ERP? Answer. Partial payments are recorded in ERP, and the remaining payment is accounted for in subsequent transactions. GST is adjusted accordingly. Next question. 43. What is reverse charge mechanism, RCM, in GST? Answer. Under RCM, the recipient of services, not the supplier, is responsible for paying GST. This is common when receiving services from unregistered dealers. Next question. 44. What is the time of supply for services? Answer. The time of supply of services is the earlier of the date of issue of invoice or the date of receipt of payment. Next question. 45. How do you migrate to ERP for GST compliance? Answer. Migration involves activating GST features in the ERP system, updating tax rates, setting up GST, and ensuring that GST reports are properly generated. Next question. 46. What are GST duty ledgers in ERP? Answer. GST duty ledgers in ERP track the taxes paid or collected on different types of goods and services, like CGST, SGST, IGST. Next question. 47. How is GST updated in the ERP system? Answer. GST rates, party GST, and other details are updated in the system to ensure accurate calculation of tax. Next question. 48. What is the process of creating GST duty ledgers? Answer. GST duty ledgers are created in the ERP to track tax liability for CGST, SGST, IGST, and other applicable duties. Next question. 49. What are the steps for setting up GST in ERP? Answer. Set up GST rates, create GST UIN for parties, update masters, and ensure proper accounting of transactions related to GST. Next question. 50. How are sales returns handled under GST in ERP? Answer. Sales returns are recorded and GST is adjusted. A credit note is issued to reverse the tax on returned goods. I hope you understand easily each question. All the best, students, for your upcoming exam. For other subject quick revision. Important questions. Previous question papers. And syllabus. Links are available in description. Check out once. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with your friends.